Hey YouTube, there is an event tomorrow, and it's the growing up event, and it just reminds me of the old, probably like a meme or like it's definitely like a joke meme from like early days of like College Humor or something, or E-Bombs World. We're talking like 25 years ago, where they used to make the joke of like a Gyarados talking to like other Pokemon, being like, "Hey guys, do you remember me? It's Magikarp," and everyone's like, "This is a fake picture. There's no way this is you." And that's essentially what this event is. It's the growing up event where it seems like all these sort of weaker bottom type Pokemon become sort of, I was gonna say killer, but better as their evolution. So it starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Two times XP for evolving, two times catch for candy for hatching egg. Oh, two times candy for hatching eggs. Increased chance for shinies, Wimpod, Magikarps, Swablu, and Wimpod if you care about those, and extra small and extra XX small and extra large in the wild. Okay, Magikarp, Whalmer, Swablu, Fungus, Dedenne, Cutiefly, uh, Wimpod, Rookidee, and Nimble. And you guys are gonna have to explain Dedenne to me, because I do not knew it had an evolution, or like I don't understand how that is the growing. Is there like a baby version of it that I just don't know about, or an evolution? I guess I could just look it up, but I like it when you guys explain stuff to me because it shows me that you guys are actually like playing the main series games and stuff. In eggs, Happiny, Railu, Wimpod, Mime Jr. in the 5, and Toxel in the 10, which I did research. Well, I brought up a page here, which we'll go over. But before we go over all that, yada, 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 okay, let's talk about these Pokemon, because there are some evolutions that are like, these evolutions are strong. A lot of them are. Now, does that strength translate into GBL? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So the first one, Magikarp, goes into Gyarados. Really only has play in the Master League. 39 and 41 is the Shadow. It obviously has way more play in the Premier. In the Premier, it's like a top 5 guaranteed. Dragon Breath user, Gyarados, because it should be a dragon. But yeah, just not it. So Gyarados, super strong in the Master League. Doesn't really have play in the Great League and Ultra League. I have used it as like a niche Pokemon in like some Great League specific tournaments when like a bunch of things are banned and stuff like that. But outside of that, you probably don't have much of it. Whalmer turns into Whale Lord. Kind of a more, like, I've seen people use it. It's more of a niche Pokemon. It probably would have been better if Rollout didn't get nerfed, but Rollout got nerfed because it's got like an insane amount of, it's weird defense stamina combo, but insane amount of stamina. And Rollout getting nerfed kind of like hurts it there, unfortunately. But if you want to meme it, go for it. If this was literally the first 15 seasons of GBL, Altaria would be one you wanted to go after. But unfortunately, Sky Attack got nerfed in previous seasons. Dragon Breath users just not as strong, and there's probably other Dragon Breath users you want to use at this point. Like when I search Dragon, I would much rather use Guzzlord, Guja, Hakmo, Arctibax, and maybe Dragonair, maybe even Dragonite before I'm using Altaria. So unfortunately, Altaria has fallen quite a lot in the Great League here. Fungus. So Amoonguss, there definitely is some play in the Great League. It is at 116. I would say it has less. I'd say it has okay play in the Great League, but it has way better in like limited cups. It was just in one of the limited cups. Whenever you get like a poison or grass limited cup, and it fits the bill getting in on like one of its typings, it does have a nice move set of like the Astonish, which is obviously like a strong fast move, and then like Foul Play. I still think Foul Play is a net nerf. But Foul Play and then Grass Knot is a nice grass move. So like definitely gets them because in limited cups it definitely has play. Dedenne, please explain to me. Dedenne's not good. Sorry, Ryan Swag, even though you don't pose anymore. It's ranked 200. There's so many better Electrics Pokemon to use. I think the perfect example of how not good this Pokemon was when there was like a ton of water Pokemon that were just like weak to electric before the Mud Boys, just like Feraligatr and Azumarill and stuff like that. And then you had that fairy combo to deal with like some darks and fighters, and it was still just like not playable. So Cutiefly, same thing, doesn't really have, but Wimpod, finally the first one that has some play. Golisopod has play in both the Great League and the Ultra League. That Aqua Jet buff really makes this Pokemon good. It was already kind of borderline good with the Shadow Claw X Scissor, because Shadow Claw is one of the best fast moves in the game, and X Scissor is a nice like hard hitting, like decent hard hitting move. But Aqua Jet really gives you some added boost there. So Great League and Ultra League both in the top 50 here. 42 in the Great League, 28 in the Ultra League. No XLs required, so don't worry about XLs. Just try and get a good IV one. Rookity, I was like, who's Rookity? And then I looked it up. Corviknight. Corviknight is. And number 6 in the Great League and number 2 in the Ultra League. And that Ultra League needs XLs. And the rank 1 you can see here is 0, 15, 15, 48.5, which means it needs a lot of XLs. You're probably looking at like 250. So this is like, again, if you're newer to the game and stuff like that, you want to grab like some of these earlier ones for sure. If Rookity is as an encounter that's coming up a lot, you should try to get some XLs for that, because I think it's going to be very, very strong in the Ultra League. Maybe get a better one for the Great League, better IVs if you don't have a good IV one. But that is one that I will be hunting for sure during this event, as I look up when the event is to see when I have to open the game. And Nimble is low kicks. So low kicks, 146, kind of niche, kind of glass cannon-y. Sucker Punch, X Scissor, Trailblaze. Again, every move in of themselves is good. I think it lacks it's a glass cannon without being the true glass cannon, which is what I don't like about it, right? So it's a 132 attack, 104 defense, 121 stamina. So that defensive stamina is just absolutely brutal. But then you have a 133 attack. Like if you're going to be that glass in the defensive stamina, you want to see that attack at like 140, which is why I personally do not like using it. Plus it's like half bug and dark. I'm less worried about the dark, but the bug is just such a bad sort of typing in this meta. And then I was like, okay, what? And then I look up the eggs. I'm like, maybe Lucario if you want to have some fun there. I already went over this. Mime Jr. doesn't have to play them. What is Toxel? So I just went up to, did I even search PV Poke? Toxel in itself? No, because then I went to, which makes sense, because I went to this Pokemon database here. And I'm like, what is Toxel? It's an electric poison Pokemon introduced in Gen 8. Evolves into Toxtricity at level 30, but the form differs depending on the nature, low key form or amped form. So Toxtricity is on this list at 339, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, that is the Pokemon's evolved form, Toxtricity. So I don't know, like, is this the first time we've seen this Pokemon? I don't remember seeing this Pokemon or hatching this Pokemon before. I do not hatch a lot of eggs, so maybe it's been out before, maybe it's newer. Usually if it's newer, they say this is a new Pokemon, so I'd be surprised if it's newer. But I guess this is one of like the either first ways to get it or something, or at least, yeah, maybe one of the earlier ways to get it. So that's the event. Pokemon that had a glow up, we'll call it. But yeah, like for me, like you can probably get one of everything and be like comfortable that like maybe like a lot of these are borderline, right? Like Altaria was so good for so long before the Sky Attack nerf, and then like Wailord like had some play last season, but then Roll got nerfed, and then Rimpod is good, and then Rookity you need to get those XLs, and Nimble same thing. I don't like the stats, but like it's already got good like moves, so I don't even know how you make it that much better. Sucker Punch, X Scissor, Trailblaze. Well, maybe not Maybe you wouldn't want a second better move than Trailblaze. Trailblaze busts your attack, and the thing you use this for is your attack heavy, and Sucker Punch is such a hard hitting move. So the reason you use Trailblaze, even though it's not a good move, is to boost your attack to then do better Sucker Punches. And X Scissor is like a fine, almost 2 damage per 40 energy move, so that's okay. Maybe you get it. I don't know. Give it like a nuke move that's cheap. I don't know if it has the opportunity to do that, but that's basically the only way you're going to make this Pokemon better. That is it. So good luck hunting. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.